It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. Time to figure out now for the fun. Congratulations. Welcome to Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense takes the field as we get this game underway. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
To the air, it's Alford. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Ellison. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside. It's Ellison. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. Made a defender miss. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well.
There he goes! He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. The short hands, it's Craver. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught behind the line. It's Ellison. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down. To the air, it's Hart. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to pass. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Aggies!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Catch in the middle, it's Tease. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got it in the middle, it's Foley. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bussey. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Hart. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Marches ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off, the chances of them winning just went way downhill.
Now this offense is back on the field. On the move. Got room to work. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Bussey. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Craver. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Back to throw, it's Alford. With the catch, it's Ellison. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Tulsa wasting no time. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Fires it incomplete. This type of dominant defense, a performance that would make the likes of Dat Wynn and Quentin Coriat proud.
And it's NIL money spent well, right? This recruiting you see every year, they are getting dudes up front, big hosses that everybody wants, but they've been going to the Aggies, and that's why they've built great defenses.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Welcome, everyone, to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Buffalo's offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Spins away from the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. The Bulls have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Blake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fakes to grab. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Blake. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Boston College wants to play fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That's caught. It's Harris. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boston College.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Finds his big tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. He'll keep it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Blake. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got the quick completion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bolden. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Finds his man down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Boston College right back to the line. Give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Richard. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Golden Eagles have this offense rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Richard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Using his legs, it's Richard. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Blake. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And tackled there by the defense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Flips it out on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. That's caught. It's Merritt. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They feed him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Rides to back on the option, the give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. To the air, it's Blake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
On the move from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
Yeah, that's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find
Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They boot it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Knee. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Pulls and fires complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the move, it's Scott. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass, it's Bailey. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Vols moving quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.